Steve Garrett. I wanted to tell you about something that happened in my home here, right here in this living room this weekend. We had a gathering here of some old friends of mine and some new friends of mine, and 12 men altogether. We gathered here in my living room, and through our combined efforts of bringing love into the atmosphere, bringing acceptance into that atmosphere, bringing forgiveness in abundance, we created an ambiance. We created a place where men were free to bring out some inner struggles of their soul. They were free to speak freely about things that have been bothering them. You see, it's my contention that most men, all men for that matter, live in some level of fear. And whatever level of fear they live in is the amount they're bound by those fears. Some it's a fear of lack, some it's a fear of production, some it's a fear of virility, not being manly enough. Others it's a fear of losing what they have, or not being, not feeling able to be anything. They don't have a good enough self-image, so they fear putting themselves out there. And so whatever amount of fear they have, that's how much they're bound up. And we can face those fears head on, straightforward, look them in the eye and say, you're nothing. That's when there's a freedom that's released, and that person becomes and moves toward the goal of the person they were destined to become. We had one brother that stated he had a fatal heart attack, fell face down in his driveway, woke up 10 days later, but during that 10 days realized exactly what he was supposed to do when he came back, and it removed all fears of not doing it. We had another brother who said he had tried to be an atheist. He wanted to be an atheist, but he felt now that he couldn't be an atheist because things had just shown up to him. And he spoke out that he wanted his life to be a constant prayer. Not asking for something, praying for this, praying for that, but have a constant outflow of yourself into the universe, to God, to your fellow man, a prayer, a life that's just a prayer in itself. I had another brother that said it took him an hour. He lives here in town. It took him an hour to get into his car, make the decision, and get across town, a 10-minute drive, because there was some force that seemed to be holding him, trying to keep him away from this gathering. But once he got here, he was so relieved and so open. Another brother shared that his son was having family problems, and another brother said that he'd gone through the very similar problem and was able to comfort. And we prayed for the son. There was just power released in every moment that we spoke, and every part that every person brought forth had substance and proved vital to the overall of the group here. And that's the mastermind concept. It's a strong concept. I urge you to find people that you can connect with like that, people that you can think with and bounce your ideas off in safety and in security. That's what we had because of that love and acceptance and forgiveness. It was a safe place. It was a place where these deep things within these men just came flowing out. And it's a great place to be. It's a great place to grow. It's a great place to become. It's a great place to find the true self that you are within you. And I encourage you. I try that. And if you want some help with that, give me a call. We can work on it. Touch base with me. I can put you in contact with some of these guys if that's what you'd rather do. It was just a great time. So we're here for you. We love you. God loves you. And we'll talk to you soon.